Hi guys, Andy here, and today we are playing Lethe. It is a story-based game exploring amnesia and the way it heals. Sorry, I'm reading the description on my phone right now. I was interested in this. I just have not had the time to start it. It's a demo from what I'm aware of. Let's get started, shall we? Something wasn't right. Oh shit. Your chest felt tight. You blinked slowly, adjusting to the light that surrounded you. Sure enough, something wasn't right. You could tell you were in the hospital, in a gown, a patient. But why? Hello, can you hear me? The sound was clearly a voice, and you looked toward it with a certainty. A doctor, someone to give you answers. Can you tell me your name? My name is... Oh, actually, you get to type, okay. Andy. My name is Andy. I love that hair. I might actually dye my hair that color. I have black hair. Natural black hair, sort of. Dark auburn. But I plan on dyeing it soon. Why am I... Sorry, I jump off way too much. Your voice was raspy, and you cleared it quickly, expecting more questions. Eyes focused on the doctor. You retrieved a bit of information on your own. Dr. Quinn. Medicine woman! That's a way fucking reference, like, way out there. How are you feeling right now? Tired. You look to your arm. Puts in IV. Give me 1 second. Okay, making sure I'm properly recording. Ooh, wrong window. The faint scratches of pen on paper soothe your aching head. Do you know where you are? Following the IV with your eyes, you registered the doctor's voice, but felt almost annoyed by the question. You wondered if the heart monitor showed it. Probably. I'm guessing a hospital. Sassy. The doctor paused their writing to look more intently at you, and you felt to return the stare. Do you know why you are here? No. Finally, something to get the conversation somewhere. I don't really remember much past going to sleep last night, so... You lifted your arm and then felt a sharp muscular pain. Instantly drawn to look at it, you were rendered mute by the flowering bruises. Was I? No part of the present made sense to you, and you racked your brain for answers. The startling pace of the machine beside you broke your concentration, and you watched the doctor disable the alarm. What do you remember before you went to sleep? What was there to remember? My parents just talked to me about their vacation, and I went to bed. If you were in hospital, where are they right now? The silence drew then before the doctor let her arms fall to her sides. What day is today? Sunday. Where are my parents? You are becoming impatient with the doctor's feigned ignorance to your panic. Do you remember the date? The 3rd of July. Your hands gripped the sheets tightly, unsure of whether something had befallen your parents or not. The doctor had only written something down and seemed to be more interested in the papers than your anxieties. My parents. Where are my parents? The doctor looked up to you and then frowned lightly. I have a few things I have to tell you, Andy. She relaxed her grip on the clipboard and let her arms relax slightly. Your parents are currently on vacation. That's not... That's not impossible. That's not possible. They were leaving in a few weeks. Your mind raced with questions you couldn't voice in time, and a sharp pain ran through your head. That, and you are a bit behind. The date today is the 31st of July. You sat open mouthed, unsure of what information to process. Hey, I think it changed. It appears to me that you have retrograde amnesia, Andy. The first instinct you had was to laugh. Oh, come on. Then to take a shaky breath. You just had to ask, is this a joke? But the doctor gave you a steady stare in return. I'm afraid not, Andy. What is that? Retrograde amnesia is amnesia affecting your recollection. Continuing to live shouldn't be any hassle, but you might find it difficult to remember anything between your last memories and today. The words were muddling together, even as you tried your best to pay attention. From the third? Yes. But how? There are many ways one can become an amnesiac, but in your case, it appears to be head trauma. A moment of silence passed down before the weight of the words settled down on you. Jesus Christ. I hope you can't hear that. You probably did hear that fucking truck passing by. Give me 1 second. My lips are very chapped right now. Sorry. Sorry, Pearl. I didn't mean to wake you. But I'm sorry about this. Something bad happened to you. You just didn't wake up here. So these bruises, did I get hit by a car? You were unsure of what answer you expected, and you adjusted your grip on the sheets. From what I've been told, you fell from a rooftop at a party. Taking in consideration the distance you were said to have fallen, the injuries you have sustained are nearly the bare minimum. I would consider you lucky. Classic me. Always falling down from a rooftop. I have no idea what that's about. I mean, I probably would fall, to be honest, from a rooftop. I have that kind of luck. Okay, and my lips are good to go. Lucky? My hit novel, Lucky? Your head spun around that word. The pain you felt in your body, in each muscle, and in your head, that was lucky? I don't understand. Not even sure what you were referencing. You felt your attention lapsing. I'm afraid there isn't much we can do to push forward the progress of the healing process. While we can sign you out today, there will be a few more appointments scheduled to check the progress of recovery. Really? You're just gonna let me go right away? It's kind of... I don't think that's right. That does not sound very ethical. I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor, of course. But I'll recover, right? What you thought would be an instant answer came delayed. It is highly likely you should regain all of your memories, but there is always a chance that the memories themselves have been damaged. Even those who cannot remember go on to lead happy, healthy lives. You felt sick. I need to run this past administration before we can give you a final once-over for release. Until then, we'll allow visitors. Are there visitors for me? With your parents gone on vacation, you racked your brain for answers but came up blank. We'll have to let them in pairs so we don't crowd the room. The doctor began to walk away, and you only sat back, unable to process the breadth of what you've been told. When the doors opened again, you looked up to see your visitors, and your breath caught. Police? Correct. I am Caleb, and this is Joe. Good morning, Andy. You managed to nod and just accepted your stupor. The doctor just informed us of your state, so we shouldn't take too long. We only have a few questions. Uh, okay. I'll do what I can. What were you supposed to say? What were they here for? You didn't even have answers for your own questions. Friday night. Do you have any recollection of it? No. The man took a breath and you watched the two of them share a look before nodding. Are you aware of what happened? No. The doctor said I fell at some party, but I have no idea what was going on, or why. Both officers shoot you a concerned look. You weren't the only one who fell. Did it take someone with me? The only one. There was someone else on the roof. What do you mean? There was an accident that we are looking into regarding the death of another student. Death? The idea itself took you off guard. We understand how alarming that must be if you can't remember. The pause after her words was filled with your anxieties and her quiet understanding. We'll be keeping in touch with the doctor and some of the other involved students, so don't push yourself too hard. Thank you for your time. No problem, I guess. Idly, you felt your fingers tapping at the sheets that had been balled into your fist. Tears pricked at your eyes and you felt close to nauseous. What am I meant to do? Your memories were important. Something bad happened the last time you'd been awake. I have earphones on. This is not okay. Oi, move over. I want to be in front. This is fucking creepy as shit. I'm not a fan of whimsical music. I mean, I love creepy shit, but holy, this is a different kind of level of creepy shit. Your mouth fell open as you recognized your childhood friend Jaden, alongside another guy you didn't recognize. Who's who? Alright, you're awake. That's great. You couldn't help but look between the two with a sense of unease. Jaden gave the other guy occasional glares and you felt uncomfortable. As though understanding you, Jaden took a breath and cleared his throat. I came here to visit my dear childhood friend, and this other guy here won't leave. Whomever they were seemed unperturbed, and you watched Jaden's clear distaste play across his face. It's okay, I guess. What else were you meant to say? There was an extended silence before things seemed to have calmed down. Well, how are you doing? This is much better. I'm assuming this is not copyrighted. I already got a couple of copyright things on a couple of ID content claims. Well, how are you doing? Jaden had his usual demeanor, and it relaxed you. It seemed strange that you were in a hospital bed right now, when he was as blasé as always. I'm okay, just a little sore all over. Ooh, lucky. I was sure your head was going to be twice its normal size. You should have seen what you looked like the other day. You grimaced and wrinkled your nose before sighing. Did you hear from the doctor? About the amnesia thing. Yeah, it sounds pretty weird. What did the police have to say? Are they suspicious? I think I'm gonna have to mute the video game later in editing. I don't think this is good to go. About the amnesia thing? Yeah, it sounds pretty weird. What did the police have to say? Are they suspicious? His tone went from questioning to teasing in short bursts, and he felt off-kilter trying to keep up. They didn't say much. I guess not remembering isn't very helpful. How bad is it? You still remember me, right? His face went to a round O before he grinned. You remember me, right? Of course, I didn't forget everything, you know. How much, though? What have you forgotten? His eyebrows raised and fell in the time it took for him to speak, and you felt an awkward smile fall across her face. How would I know what I've forgotten? You took a breath to steady yourself. I remember the 3rd of July, but nothing after that. Remember the 3rd of July. Woo! Sorry, that wasn't very enthusiastic. Woo! There we go. The sound he made confused you, and he tilted his head for a moment before grinning. You're so going to fail the test. That's the least I'm worried about. A small silence came over the room, and you felt scrutinized by the silent guy. Speaking of which, do you have any idea why Cameron just invited himself? Who? The silence stretched out and Jaden shot the guy next to him a look. Ouch. Someone got forgotten. Aww. Your face heated up as you realized the circumstance. I'm so sorry. Not your fault. His words were simple, and though you still felt bad, it really did seem like he didn't mind. There was a pause before Jaden made an exaggerated sigh and stared the guy down. Oh, come on, he doesn't even remember you. Why are you still here? Jaden's words weren't in question, and you felt quiet at his rudeness. You didn't remember knowing the guy, but it seems like maybe you had. Now, Jaden turned to look toward you. Seriously, it's such a bother. Having to talk with this guy just standing there watching. It's creepy. Tell Jaden to shut up or wait to see if the guy defends himself. I think we have the right to tell our friend to shut up. Jaden, shut up already. The room went quiet and you saw the shock clearly on Jaden's face. Then he grinned. You think you're top shit, huh? Yeah, obviously. I thought maybe being able to see me was enough. Ah yes, my dear childhood friend being a victim again. Shut it already. There's laughter in the air for moments before things resumed. Anyway, it's going to be awkward when you get back to the apartment. Confusion practically radiated off of you. What? You don't even remember, do you? I thought I'd just be going back to my parents' house. Jaden laughed for a moment before he shook his head. You've been staying with me. Once again, you came up blank. I don't remember anything like that. Jaden looked between the other guy and you before shaking his head and muttering. You two could have a competition, I swear. You have amnesia, so what if you don't remember? You lost a bet to me and you owe me, so don't even try to run away. Feeling somehow like this was exactly the kind of thing you'd expect from him, you only sighed. You're painful. I want to talk to Cameron. Speaking of which, are you getting out of here today? Remembering the conversation earlier, you nodded. Doctor says she's ordering the test to let me out. What the hell do you think those are? He shook his head and then looked dead toward the other guy, Cameron. I'm just getting my friend a drink. Don't try any funny shit while I'm gone. There's no answer, but Jaden gave you a stern look as well. One you interpreted it as to mean, don't let him. You almost wanted to ask what you were meant to do if he did try. Moving at all was painful enough. The door shut again, and you looked at Cameron, who took the opportunity to move. What were you meant to do now? So is there anything I've forgotten that you want to tell me, like dead or something? The sarcasm rolled off your tongue too quickly for you to catch it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. You led the way even though Cameron didn't seem to care. Sure, you had no idea what was going on, and for all you know, you were being manipulated, but... What kind of an asshole reflex was that anyway? That's my kind of reflex. Does it hurt? Surprised, you looked back to Cameron. What? Your throat. Holding a hand out to it reflexively, you pressed and thought for a moment. Not really, I don't even feel that thirsty. Casting a look at the door, you frowned. Thanks for visiting me. His silence stretched on. That's my kind of guy. The silent kind. Why did you? I wanted to make sure you're okay. Oh, that's actually back. And you've moved. As if obeying Jaden's unspoken command, Cameron shifted back. I just got you water. I don't even know if you drink anything hot. You could smell the coffee emanating from his cup where you were. Thanks. Sipping at the water just to fill your mouth, you looked idly between the two men. So... You just knew something was coming, and you swallowed to prepare for it. How long does it take for someone to just go talk? Are you that impatient? You've already been here for an entire day. I'm tired of waiting. Did I sleep an entire day? Ow. Jaden sighed and then shrugged. They had you under something, said you woke up, but you were out of it. You wondered about that. You certainly didn't remember waking up. But in any case, that meant Cameron had been here yesterday too. Probably. The door swung open and you watched as the same doctor as before entered. Well, looks like things are lively in here. Your attention switched as another person entered the room. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask you two to leave the room until the tests are completed. Then I'm sure Andy will be with you. Cameron didn't take long at all to listen, while Jaden made a short huff. Well, I have my answer. Turning your attention back to the doctor, you look nervously at the new person. This is your nurse, Mark. He'll run you through the physical, so just leave it with him. I'll be running your paperwork as soon as he's done. Alright. You had no idea how to respond, but the doctor took your response well, marked off on her paper, and left. Hello, as you heard, I'm Mark. You forced a smile as he spoke and wished for the process to be over as soon as possible. Okay, so, this has been Lethe. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm gonna leave this episode right here. Actually, let me save real quick. I'm enjoying this so far. I think it's very quirky and cute. And I just realized I've been petting my dog. Uh, I'll see you all in the next video. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy yourself. Bye for now.